Am I the asshole for giving my ex-wife a large amount of money I won despite the anger of my girlfriend? I recently won a few amount of money. I won't say exactly how much, but it's in the millions. It makes me feel funny even typing it's enough to change the life of myself and my family. My ex-wife is the mother of my 2 kids. She is an amazing woman and good to the bone. We divorced 6 years ago because I had an affair with my current partner. I was in a low place in my life and I f***ed up. She was in incredible pain. But, like a f***ing saint, she allowed me to still see our kids who mean the world to me. Allowed our divorce to be as pain-free as possible despite the fact that I know she was hurting. She still is close with my parents. She is respectful to me, although she refuses to talk to my girlfriend. She was actually the first person I phoned after my mom and pops. After I found out I won the lottery, she was pleased for me, joked that I could take the kids on a world round trip, and that was that. Nothing else. As soon as I won, I knew I wanted to give her a significant amount. I still love her. She's the mother of my babies and I feel like this is some small tiny way I can show her that I'm not a complete f***up. She deserves to know that I care despite my mistakes. She also works a shitty job in the public library, which pays her peanuts. She would actually be able to pursue her hobbies this way. Give our kids a better life between us. I haven't discussed this with my ex yet, but I have with my parents who strongly agree, and my lawyer who was very surprised but on board. Long story short, when I told my girlfriend, she was livid, screaming that I'm disrespecting her, accusing me of still being in love with my ex-wife. I'm not in love with her. We're both grown apart, but of course I still love her for being an excellent co-parenting partner and mother to my kids. My girlfriend is threatening to break up with me, and TBH I'm feeling incredibly relieved over the threats. I don't plan on changing my plans, but am I the asshole? Not the asshole. Let her dump you to focused on money, and will probably drain you of all of it. Also, it's probably too late now, but you may still learn something from it. Go read the lottery bible. Not the asshole. If you intended for the money to help out her and your kids. If you only intended to give it to her because you love your ex-wife, then you're a bit of an asshole. Everybody sucks here for making your current girlfriend a plan B. The way she reacted was a little over the top, but to be expected since you are giving money to another woman that you used to be married to. Otherwise, you do have kids to provide for, and it's none of her business because you're not married and you don't share the money. Just a question. Did she know you had a wife when you had an affair with her? Because if she did, then the whole disrespecting her is a load of bullshit, because she did the same thing to your ex-wife. She did know I was married to my wife, yes. I agree that her claiming disrespect is bullshit, because we both engaged in very disrespectful behavior towards my ex-wife. The money is being given with the full intention that ex-wife did me right over these years and I want to do right by her too. She's the mother of my kids and she also deserves a good life. I also want the kids to grow up in 2 wonderful environments instead of dad having a nice place and mom's place being comparatively bereft. I don't think that would be fair. Not the asshole. At the end of the day, you still shared a lot with your ex-wife and that probably intimidates your girlfriend. In my eyes, the girlfriend is being extremely childish in this situation, and the fact that you're feeling relieved about her threats says a lot about you too. Perhaps it's time to reevaluate your relationship and just focus on giving your kids the best lives possible now you've got the means to do so. I think you're right. I want to be better and do better. To be honest, I can read a lot of regret in your post. I would reevaluate what your girlfriend really means to you. She should also understand that your children and their mother comes first. If she is angry about that fact, she needs to get her priorities straight. I might be overstepping the mark, but it sounds like you are in love with your ex-wife. I'm happy you can help your family in ways you never dreamed. Winning that amount of money is amazing. Not the asshole. The fact that you called her first means you still hold her dear in your heart, and the maturity she showed after you destroyed her makes me understand why. Give her the money you were planning to give her double even. But your girlfriend is a witch if she can't understand that you have kids that deserve to partake of their father's wealth. Also, the fact you haven't married your girlfriend after 6 years together shows how you feel about her. Break up with her and enjoy your money with your real family. This kinda wish they would get back together, haha. The ex-wife can do better with someone who wouldn't cheat on her. Yeah, it might seem cruel, but I think it would be incredibly unfair to the both of them to try and get back together. He seems genuine, but how could she ever trust him again? How can he trust himself? It's one thing for her to help him and be kind despite what he did to her. It's another for her to take him back. Neither of them deserve a relationship without trust. Not the asshole. But what I will say is that I think your current girlfriend is in an unenviable position. While she's wrong to resent you giving money to the mother of your children, the way you talk does sound like you're still in love with your ex-wife and that you consider cheating with your current girlfriend as the biggest mistake of your life. Just by the way you write, it sounds like you rightly accept that what you did was wrong, but also that you believe you would have been happier if you'd never met your girlfriend. If I've picked up on this, and assuming I'm not a million miles off the mark, it's reasonable to assume your girlfriend has too, which may explain her reaction. You were wrong to string her along for this long, especially as you now seem to feel happy she's talking about ending it. You should have broken up with her a long time ago, it seems. I see those points. I don't agree with most of them, but I respect that. My girlfriend has actually been the one to hold the relationship at an arm's length for this long. I was very happy to jump straight into playing house with her after my divorce, which I'm very glad never happened. However, it isn't me that's been stringing anybody along. Agree that perhaps our relationship should have fizzled out some time ago. However, you're still with current girlfriend. Why? I know Reddit always says break up, but break up. She seemingly doesn't understand or care that the money went to your kid's other parent and that ultimately it's to their benefit. She obviously wants the money for herself. Fuck that. And fuck her, she's putting her wants in front of your kids' needs. You want this person to be their stepmom. More importantly, you now no longer know if she's just staying with you for the money. Start fresh and don't tell a new partner about the money for a long while. Not the asshole. No assholes here. I would actually recommend immediately getting a financial advisor and or a lawyer, because people do an awful lot of dumb shit. The year after winning the lottery, your girlfriend saw dollar signs and is mad at you for taking them away from the two of you, and family will be worse. Your generosity toward your kids does you credit. I mean, actually you barely mentioned your kids and this post is a glowing gushing love song to your ex-wife, so I mean I really see how your girlfriend could feel threatened. Personally, I think this is nuanced. Not the asshole for giving the money to the mother of your children, therefore improving their lives immensely. Kids come first, and providing equally wonderful living situations in both homes is really a good choice in my opinion. However, based on the info in your post, I think there's more to it than that. By your own words, you still love your ex-wife and want to prove something to her. While I don't like that your girlfriend doesn't want you to give ex-wife any money, I'm not surprised by her insecurity about it and about how you still feel about ex-wife. So you still suck a little, but the act of improving your ex-wife's and kids' lives is not immoral. If your wife wanted to date you again, would you? Given the information you've provided about how you feel about her, I don't really understand why you are still with your girlfriend. I'm completely open to being wrong here, but based on what I've read from your post and some comments, it kind of sounds like you'd just rather not be alone. Having an affair with your now girlfriend was a big mistake, which cost you your marriage. But you still love your ex-wife. Are you just committed to the mistake you made, since it's in your opinion better than being single? Not the asshole. You're a good person despite your fuck-ups. If this was Hallmark, you'd leave the girlfriend and reunite with your ex-wife. Haha. No, your girlfriend is wrong to scream at you, but from her point of view it does make sense. She will never forget that she was the other woman. You have proven to have a wandering eye in her eyes. It could happen again. This is accurate. We both get very jealous over silly things a lot of the time. First, not the asshole. Let me share a little bit with you as briefly as I can. I know this isn't an advice sub, but it touches on some of my experience. My ex and I divorced 10 years ago because I had an emotional affair. No kids, but we were together for 13 years. After I stayed with the emotional affair for 5 years, Huge mistake, but I recognize that I stayed with him for so long because I had to make it work. I had to make it work because I felt I lost the love of my life over a dumb mistake. I couldn't face it. To be fair, my ex and I had grown apart, but we had an amicable divorce and we never fought as a couple. Perhaps 4 times in 13 years. For so long I missed my ex and thought everything would be better with him. Finally, I left the affair. My question for you is there a part of you that is hoping to get back with your wife? I may be projecting, but I hear it. If there is, and it is strong, you need to end it with the girlfriend. You may not get your wife back, but she, girlfriend, deserves to move on. Sunk cost fallacy.